Hey everyone, and welcome back to Her Crown, where we are all about growing in our faith, growing our relationships, and growing as women. On today's segment of Sipping Tea with Jesus, we are going to be talking about if you are your child's friend or not, and if that's okay. And this is something that has been dear to my heart for like the past 2 weeks or so, and I think it's kind of a controversial topic. I understand like back in the day we would always hear, I'm not your little friend. And, we kind of hear that now still. People still have that mindset, which is fine. I just want people to have an open mind in regards to being your child's friend and what that really means. I think people have like their own outlook on what a friend is. So that kind of hinders, being able to look at that statement in a different way. So, growing up, like I said, we would always hear, I'm not your little friend. And it would be on movies or just from parents in our circle or sometimes my parents. And I mean, just being real. And, I was always a confused kid whenever I heard that, because I'm like, what? Like, what is the big deal? And I promise you, even as a teen, at middle school, all that, I could not understand or fathom the fact that that was such a big no-no. Like, I don't know. Even now, I still really don't understand. Like, I understand, like, partly of, why it shouldn't be allowed, but I don't know. I still disagree. Well, there's my stance. I disagree that you can't be your kid's friend. So, just a little backstory. I was raised in a very loving home. We went on trips. We had great Christmas, and we had nice birthdays. We had fun throughout the house. You know, but my parents were kind of dealing with their own thing, and that went on like our entire life. So it's like and I feel like they really want to make sure that we were um, taken care of, so the arguing and whatnot didn't really affect us. But and I really feel they tried their best with with raising us and all that, and no discredit to them at all, but like, of course, with the arguing and stuff going on, I didn't feel comfortable going to them and talking to them really about certain things, because, like, okay, they already have their own thing that they're dealing with. I'm not trying to add any extra stress to what is going on. So I would kind of just keep it in, hold it in. And then hearing that, you can't really be your kid's friend had me even more confused, because I'm like, okay, who am I supposed to talk to if I can't talk to my parents? And it was just a whole ordeal with me, and I'm someone who enjoys talking. So I get everything out that I'm feeling by talking, or here recently writing stuff down. But back then, I mean, I didn't enjoy writing, but talking was my thing. And as a teen girl, whew, I kind of looked for men to fulfill some of the voids that I had, and just kind of wanted somebody to talk to, somebody to listen to, someone to just have that open ear and be there and kind of make me feel better, so to say. And of course, you can imagine the slippery slope that was as a teen. So, yeah, I think also growing up, we would always hear, you can find a friend in Jesus. So that added to the confusion, of course, because it's like, okay, hold up now, because Jesus is Jesus, God. They're above us all. They have the most authority. Um, they are the most perfect beings. So why in the world are they okay with us having a friend in them, but yet we can't find a friend in our parents? Because I would really honestly just be so confused. Like, what's the difference? If like our parents aren't above Jesus, so what's the problem? Like, I don't know. This is just, I'm really just more so just talking, venting. Like, there's no right or wrong. I just know like this how I feel. But like as I'm talking even now, I'm trying to find a problem, but I am struggling a little bit to. So I'm not biased, I'm not trying to be biased, but honestly, okay, I can understand that, when you hear I'm not your little friend, they're more so saying like you're gonna respect me. You're not going to cross any lines with me type thing, which is fine. Your kids should respect you. There should be that mutual respect though. Um, and I get that, a kid needs to not be involved in all the adult conversations and be respectful, no back talk, stuff like that. Like, but to me, that doesn't have anything to do with being a friend, in my opinion. Like, I mean, yes, friends they respect each other and all that. So it's like teach your child how to have healthy friendships. It's going to start with you. How are children going to know how to communicate respectfully, how to have healthy relationships if they don't have a healthy relationship with you? And then, for sure, how are they going to have a relationship with God if they don't even know what a true friendship is like? Like, you're going to be the one to teach them and show them how to have that type of relationship. And I think we need to kind of think about how we see our relationship with God, like our friendship with God. To me personally, when I think of God and being my friend, I get so excited, honestly, on the inside. There's so much peace and joy because it's like I can go to him and I can talk to him about anything, literally anything, and he's not judging me. I can talk to him and not worry about pronouncing something the wrong way or stuttering or rambling like I always do. And I see him and he's just sitting up there and just listening, just up there listening. And he's not trying to rush me to get done or anything like that. And I feel as though that's how we should be with our children. Like, our kids enjoy talking to us. Like, believe it or not, our kids love telling us random, irrelevant, goofy stuff. And we need to be there for them to encourage them to just be themselves. Like, if they come to you being silly and goofy and a little bit annoying, like, don't beat them down. Like, just fake it for a little bit. If you're tired, I know, like, we get tired, me, all the time. But, like, just fake it for that one little second and it'll make their day. Like, it'll help build their confidence in themselves. If they're always trying to go to you and just get your attention and you just brush them off all the time, they're gonna go seek that attention from someone else. I promise you, it's gonna happen. So we need to start practicing um, healthy communicative things with our children. Like, I don't know. And I'm going to read really quick Google's definition of a friend, just so like we can understand what that means. So, a friend is a person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection. So, like I said, mutual affection. Like, they need to be able to see, like, from both sides that what a healthy relationship is. Like, if they're coming to you and talking to you, but they can kind of feel and tell that you're not really being receptive of it, they're not going to want to keep coming to you. Then you're going to look up years and years later, like, man, why is my kid not really talking to me? You know what I mean? Like, and it may not be like they're just trying to be spiteful and mean and whatnot. It's just like they know what it feels like to not get that response they need from you. So it's like, why would I go and just keep talking to my parent if they're not listening or they don't want to listen to me? You're not going to keep talking to somebody who you can tell doesn't want anything to do with you. I feel like this kind of drifted to that. I'm not sure how, but yeah, it just, be your kid's friend. Nothing is wrong with being your friends and setting that boundary also, and making it clear you're the parent, they're the child. We all know that, but it's okay to still be their friend. It's okay to sit down and talk to them. It's okay to make them feel wanted. Sit down and laugh at them. Like, think about your friendships with, like, your adult friends or adults in general. What does that consist of? Are you able to call each other if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling happy, if you got a new job promotion? When something good has happened in your life, you call your friends. If you are going through it with your significant other, you call your friends sometimes just to vent. And I'm not saying those topics are what you can talk to your kids about. I'm just saying talk to your kids when you're happy. If you're feeling sad, show them specific ways on how to handle their emotions. They're going to learn from you, believe it or not. Whatever you do, they're seeing that and they're going to mimic that in their own behaviors. So if you are out here acting a little bit off, a little bit crazy because you're sad or you're not feeling it, they're going to be the same way. And because they're children, it may be a little bit more drastic in regards to the temper tantrums and all that. You know what I mean? Like, just be that good example for your kids. Be there and let them know that if nobody else is supporting you, if no one else is rooting for you, and you feel alone, like in school, if you don't have any friends, blah, 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 like, be that person that is rooting for your kids all the time, every single time. Like, you're going to regret it whenever you get older and you feel a little bit alone because your kids have their own life and doing their own things, and you're not involved with that. It starts now as they are little kids. It starts now, and this video really wasn't going to be long because I knew this topic was kind of just straight to the point, and I kind of knew exactly how I was going to feel about this. It's something that's pretty dear to my heart. I am trying to kind of change the environment a little bit with my kid, Noah. He's 5, and just kind of just talk to him about his feelings and have that open door basically for him to come and talk to me whenever he wants. Like, he can tell me if he's frustrated, or there are times when he's just crying. I'm like, Noah, what's going on? And sometimes he'll just say, I don't know. And I think that is a very valid point. Sometimes you just don't know what's wrong. Sometimes you're just sad or just frustrated or irritated or mad for no reason, because we're human. And sometimes there is that underlying reason that we really haven't dug up yet. And like I said, I'm really trying to raise a little boy to turn into a man that is okay with showing his emotions, that is okay with opening up and talking and expressing how he feels, because I don't want to yet again raise another man that is unaware of his emotions, that can't communicate and voice how he's feeling. I'm just trying to break that cycle. And not that how my parents raised me was wrong or anything. I just think every generation is different, and I think as generations go on, you want your kids to be better and do things better than how you did it. And I want Noah to be even more close to how to his children the same way that I am with him. So like I said, this video was not going to be long. I still wanted to get on here and just voice how I feel. Parenting is going to be something that I'm probably going to post more videos about, just because, parenting is hard, honestly, no matter how old you are. I'm 24, but I'm pretty sure it'll still be difficult once Noah hits his teen years. So I think having like an open environment and hearing people that you can relate to in regards to parenting is a breath of fresh air, at least for me. So be on the lookout for the new video on Sunday for Let's Really Find Out. There's going to be a new character that I speak on. Also, if you haven't, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at hercrown__. That's where I'll be posting majority of my content. So yeah, thank you for listening. I pray that you have a blessed evening and day. Keep an open mind. Continue to change your perspective on certain things or all things. And yeah, be excited for this year.